Welcome back. Welcome back, people, and a huge welcome to my Thrival Tribe. If you haven't met me before, my name is Lexi Tommy, and this is my Thrival Guide. Every Thursday, I sit down, I talk to you about how to get your life together. It's a fun little channel on adulting, and it's going to help everything in your day-to-day go much smoother. So stay tuned today and subscribe below so I can keep coming back at you every Thursday. If I'm the first one to check in with you today, yay! It is time to make our spring bulk freezer meals together. Like I've mentioned before, spring meals are so much different than in other seasons. In fall and winter, you're wanting those hearty soups and those thick casseroles, those nice, warm, hearty meals to warm your bones. But in spring, everything changes. You're feeling more like salads and wraps and fresh made items. You can make those with freezer bulk meals too. This round of bulk meals I'm making 2 loaded burger bowls, 2 lasagna soup, 3 beef fajitas, 3 Chinese honey glazed beef with walnuts, 4 chicken and turkey bacon wrapped skewers, 3 savory Italian chicken skewers, 3 honey garlic chicken skewers. I'm making 2 smokehouse maple sausage and egg hash casseroles and 2 honey mustard sausage salads. This spring bulk meals round is not a large one for me. It's because I'm bridging the gap between the winter meals that I still have plenty left of and the summer meals that I'm gonna make for throwing on the barbecue and easy summer fun. First up is our beef meals. And I'm making the loaded burger bowl. Remember, I'm making 2 of these. Add a pound or less of cooked ground beef into a bag. Add a 1/4 cup of sauteed onions. Add 3/4 teaspoon of powdered garlic, some black pepper and salt, and a little maple bacon spice, and a cup of shredded cheese in another bag. I add 1/2 to 3/4 cup of bacon bits. On the bag, I'm going to go ahead and write warm up beef mixture in a pan, chop 1 to 2 romaine heads of lettuce, add a handful or 2 of cut cherry tomatoes, a cup of sliced dill pickles. Add anything else you would love on your regular burger. Your dressing is Thousand Island, and we tried the burger sauce and it was excellent too. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and make the lasagna soup meals. We're making 2 of these because I have some left from the winter bulk meals. In a bag, add 3 cups of cooked ground beef, 1 cup of diced sauteed onion, a tablespoon of tomato paste, a tablespoon of minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, 6 tablespoons of beef bouillon, 1 can of diced tomatoes with Italian seasonings. It's about 14 ounces. 1.5 cups of tomato sauce, 1 cup of fresh chopped spinach, and in a separate bag, you're going to also want to add 1 cup of mozzarella cheese and 4 teaspoons of Parmesan to it. When you go to make this meal, place it in a slow cooker for approximately 6 hours on high or 8 hours on low. You're going to want to add 6 cups of water and cook. On the last 10 minutes, you're going to add in your broken up lasagna noodles and stir around. Continue the heat as it's boiling, and this is going to make your lasagna soup super thick. When your 10 minutes is up, go ahead and check the noodles and then top the whole thing with your cheese bag. Next, we're going to make 3 beef fajitas. In a bag, add approximately 8 ounces of lean beef strip, 3 to 4 cups of bell peppers and onion mixture, 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika. I prefer smoked paprika. 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. 2 tablespoons of maple bacon spice. And mix in 2 tablespoons of either avocado oil or olive oil. On this bag, you're going to go ahead and write to warm up in a pan and serve with your favorite fajita toppings like fresh tomatoes, wraps, anything you like. Now we're going to go ahead and make our Chinese honey glazed beef with walnuts. This is a new recipe for me, so I'm going to give it a try, and we're only going to make 3 of them. To a bag, add 3 cups of beef strips, and in another bag separate from the raw beef, add 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger, 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar, 1/4 cup of honey, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of rice wine. You're going to want to fry up that beef and then add your halved walnuts. Saute it all up and serve on rice. Next, we're on to our chicken meals, and the first up is our chicken and turkey wrapped bacon skewers. Add 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts cut up into 1 inch to 1.5 inch pieces. Half a tablespoon of olive oil or avocado oil, salt and fresh ground pepper to taste, 1/4 teaspoon of smoked or sweet paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and a little maple bacon spice. Stir the strips, wrap in bacon. You'll need approximately 10 to 12. Next up is our savory Italian chicken skewers, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be serving this with creamy cucumber salad. Cut up approximately 1 pound of chicken breast cut into thick strips. In a separate bag, add 3 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of Italian parsley, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, a little ground pepper, a little kosher salt, or in this case, I like Himalayan salt, 1/4 cup of olive oil or your avocado oil. To make this meal, I cook it in the oven at 375, rotating often on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. I serve it with a little creamy cucumber salad. It's gonna be delicious. The next one's going to be honey garlic chicken skewers. Add 1 pound or so of cut chicken breast cut into thick strips. In another baggie, add 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of ginger, half a cup of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of chili garlic sauce, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1/4 cup of oyster sauce, 1/4 cup of teriyaki or soy sauce. Just like the other skewers, go ahead and cook this on a baking tray at 375, rotating often and lined with parchment paper for easy cleanup. You can also do any of these on the barbecue outside. At the end, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of sesame seed on the top and some diced green onion. Next up to the plate are our sausage meals. And the first is our smokehouse maple sausage and egg hash. I'm making 2 of these. I got this recipe in particular right off of the Le Grill website, so go ahead and check them out. I'll leave the link in the description box below. In a bag, combine 1 tablespoon of smoked applewood seasoning, 1 tablespoon of maple bacon seasoning, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Add 2 large sausages sliced into 1 inch pieces. Add 2 cups of frozen bell pepper and onion. It's a great way to use bell peppers and onions at an inexpensive price. In another bag, add 3 cups of hash browns. In a snack-sized bag, I added 1 cup of any cheese of your preference. We go ahead and use feta. To cook this meal, you're gonna wanna go ahead and add a couple of tablespoons of oil of your choice, I like avocado, to the bottom of a pan. Cook for 4 minutes or until the vegetables are slightly tender and charred, stirring occasionally. Stir in 3 cups of hash browns and cook for an additional 4 minutes. Top off with the cheese for a melty meal. Then you're gonna wanna make 4 indentations into the mixture in the pan. You're gonna drop in an egg and cook it to your preference. Go ahead and serve it with toppings like cilantro and lime and a little bit of sour cream. It's gonna be delicious. The last one on our list is the honey sausage salad. This one is a little bit of a Franken-style meal. I think originally it was maybe chicken that they used, but I'm gonna use sausage instead. The salad is definitely a meal. It's definitely hearty and it's definitely fresh. So it meets all the categories you want for spring. Use 4 slices of raw turkey bacon in 1 bag. In another bag, you're gonna wanna add 1/3 cup of Dijon mustard, 1.5 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of white balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, a little of kosher salt and freshly ground pepper. 1 tablespoon of canola oil. I like to use avocado oil instead. Put the bacon on a baking tray and cook in the oven. Or cook up in a pan and set to the side. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add the meals to the description box below, so check them out, leave your comments, let me know how you're enjoying them. I can't wait to make them with you. See you next week.